Tomo-chan Is a Girl has to be hands down one of the funniest animes I have ever watched, and I am not exaggerating in the slightest. So let's talk about it. Obviously, we have to talk about the comedy that repeats quite often, and that's when Tomo tries to become more girl-like to attract June, because Tomo is very strong and I would even say brazen at times. And since June and Tomo grew up together, June sees Tomo as a brother. I believe he actually thought Tomo was a guy until middle school, which is absolutely hilarious. And I think that was revealed in one of the backstories or whatever. He seen her in like a skirt or something, the middle school uniform, and he was like, bro, what are you wearing? But with the whole backstory out of the way, Tomo tries to become more girly, I guess that's the right word, and this always consists of some kind of shenanigans because it usually makes her extremely uncomfortable, and her friends keep trying to push her in the direction of being more girly, and that's what most of the anime is about. Tomo just trying new things, and a lot of it was hilarious, but most of the time June straight up just didn't acknowledge it, like in the slightest. My man was just so unaware with what was going on, and usually June and Tomo would end up getting into some old-fashioned fist fights and all that good stuff because he was just extremely unaware, and I feel like that added to the comedy because Tomo was trying extremely hard to change her appearance, change the way she talks and acts and all this stuff, and was trying to get his attention in not a friendship way but more of a relationship kind of thing, and he was just not paying attention to it in the slightest. Or if he did, he was like, huh, that's kind of weird, why you dressed like that, or why are you talking like that? And it always kind of ended up in somewhat of a failure situation where Tomo just didn't attract him in the slightest, and then she'd get extremely angry and like punch him upside the head or something. And that definitely added to the comedy because it was like she's trying so hard to attract this dude and he's just so blissfully ignorant to what's going on. It is kind of sad too because it's like, bro, what are you doing? And to kind of lead into my next point, Tomo-chan Is a Girl also kind of has the over-the-top anime comedy, and I usually refer to it like that because that's what it is, extremely over the top with screaming and yelling, and I usually don't find this that funny, but in this anime I thought it was really funny. Maybe because Tomo is, like I said, brazen as all hell, and it's a nice change of what normal anime does, but still somewhat the same. She'll be all screaming and yelling and she'll sock June in his shit. Like I said, it's extremely funny because she'll just get all pissed off at him and just slap him right upside the head because he didn't notice her or something like that. And June being blissfully unaware, he'll be like, damn bro, what did I do? Poor June, man just doesn't know what's going on and he just gets slapped right upside the head. It's kind of funny. But also, I would like to mention the anime reactions. I don't really know how to describe them or what they're actually called, but I'm sure they're up on screen right now. These also hit a little bit different because I usually do not find them that funny at all. But in this anime, I did find them relatively funny, just seeing that like blank expression on their face or that over-the-top stuff where they draw the characters a little bit more simply or kind of like a chibi style or something like that. I never really found that stuff appealing in the slightest. It was alright at times, but in this anime I kind of paid more attention to it and I found more humor in it, so that also hit a little bit different. It was pretty good. And I can briefly touch on the characters as well. A lot of them were pretty hilarious, but above most of them I especially found Tomo's parents to be great because her dad is this big scary looking dude who does karate and all this stuff, but he is absolutely terrified of Tomo's mother. He is also extremely nervous around her. I think it was said in the anime that he doesn't even sleep in the same bed as her, even though they legit had a child together. He's still all nervous around her. I don't really understand that, but it's kind of comedic because it's like this real scary dude, but when Tomo's mother comes around, he's like all freaked out and scared. But with all of that out of the way, I can finally talk about the character that made me want to make this video because she was so absolutely hilarious, and that character is Carol. And good god, Carol is one of my favorite characters in anime because she was so damn funny. I kind of see Carol as a very childlike, maybe ditzy character. She wasn't really that deep by any means, and I don't think she had a major impact on the story like at all. She was just there and she was just a friend, and she didn't really have much dialogue. I believe most other characters had more dialogue than her, even like the very side characters. course. But what made Carol so funny was she would just spout off some random shit out of nowhere, and the English voice actor made this so much funnier, and I'll put a clip or two on screen now to illustrate my point a little bit better.
There's something I'd like to talk to you about.
Sure, we can talk. Once you get off my desk.
Alrighty.
What's on your mouth?
Thanks.
That shit's funny. I don't care who you are. Carol honestly made me laugh my ass off with some of the stuff she would say. Maybe I'm just easily entertained like a baby with some keys, but I just found the stuff to be really funny. Carol is like a 10 out of 10 character for me now because she's just so hilarious and she made the anime so much more enjoyable. Just out of nowhere, just spouts something off and it's so funny to me. I don't know why, but it's like this quick-witted stuff, but at the same time, she kind of seems dumb. Dumb seems kind of mean, but that's like a really good way to describe her. She's kind of dumb, but like in a funny way. And she honestly was just so enjoyable to watch, I can't lie. It was always something with her. And I honestly feel like making this video does not do the anime justice at all. Like, I can't really dive into what makes this anime so hilarious. So if you really want to truly experience it, you're just gonna have to watch it, and I would highly recommend you do, because hands down, it's a good anime, and it has a lot of great things going for it. I highly suggest checking it out. I don't think it will disappoint you in the slightest. There's just so much comedic elements that I really couldn't describe to you right here, because I'm just some shitty anime YouTuber who does this for fun. So I can't do this whole 20-minute essay about why it's funny, because that's not what we do over here. We make quick videos about what I find entertaining at the moment, alright? Tomo-chan Is a Girl is hands down a really good anime that has a lot of great comedy, and it honestly made me laugh out loud quite a few times. And a lot of anime does not hit as hard as Tomo-chan Is a Girl did, because a lot of it does not make me laugh out loud like this one did. So I can't go in too deep with it. All I can say is watch it for yourself. I promise it'll probably make you laugh because it's extremely funny. So check it out. What are you doing? You're wasting time. But anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know your thoughts on Tomo-chan Is a Girl down in the comments. Check the description for all my links. I'll also put a synopsis for the anime down there as well. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.